In today's video, we will be looking at Cyberpunk 2077 using the RTX 3050. We will be looking at the different ray tracing modes and as well as the DLSS different modes as well. We will be testing RT off with DLSS quality, balance and performance, and then enabling RT also with DLSS quality, balanced and performance. We will be doing this at 1080p medium and 1080p high. First up, 1080p medium, RT off and DLSS off. We had an average of 72, a minimum of 20 and a maximum of 100. 1080p medium RT off, DLSS quality, average 94, minimum of 21 and a maximum of 127 frames per second. 1080p medium RT off, DLSS balanced was an average of 100, a minimum of 18 and a maximum of 150. 1080p medium RTF off, DSS performance was 110 average, minimum of 23 and a maximum of 161. 1080p medium with RT on this time and DLSS quality was average 40, minimum 16 and maximum 53. 1080p medium again, RT on with DLSS balanced was average of 46, a minimum of 21 and a maximum of 60. 1080p medium RT on, DLSS performance, 54 average, 22 minimum and 79 maximum. Moving on to the 1080p high results now. 1080p high RT off and DLSS off was 54 average with 22 minimum and 74 maximum. 1080p high RT off with DLSS quality was an average of 78, a minimum of 20 and a maximum of 105. 1080p high with RTF off and DLSS balanced was 86 average, 26 minimum and 124 maximum. 1080p high RT off with DLSS performance was 95 average, 21 minimum and maximum of 135. 1080p high with RC on and DLSS quality was 37 average, 18 minimum and 48 maximum. 1080p high with RT on and DLSS balanced was 43 average, minimum of 13 and a maximum of 54. And finally, 1080p high with RT on and DLSS performance was an average of 50 and a minimum of 15 and a maximum of 70. So I'll show all the results now in a table. Here we go. So as you can see here, the RTX 3050 does perform pretty well at Cyberpunk 2077. I'd probably say overall, if you did want to play at 1080p medium RT on with DLSS, I would say performance mode, that's probably going to be your best mode to play at in terms of the best quality looking picture with the best overall performance. You could also say 1080p high with RT off and DLSS quality would also be quite good because you've got an average of 78 there, so that would be obviously above 60 FPS average, so that's very good. As you can see here, the ray tracing performance of the 3050 is very poor, unfortunately, but this is a budget graphics card and we kind of expected that the ray tracing performance would be quite poor, but as you can see, the DLSS does really help it out a lot. I do think if you're willing to put DLSS to performance mode with RT on, you can get some good results still. Like even the 1080p high RT on DLSS performance, we had an average of 50 there. So although the minimum did go down to 15, but overall that's 50 still probably going to be playable for a lot of people, and it is going to look really good. So probably I would say with Cyberpunk 2077 and the RTX 3050 I would disable RT, the ray tracing, but I certainly think DLSS is well worth it, and you should certainly look at enabling that at either quality, balanced or performance. They're all perfectly fine. So hopefully you like that little video, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.